keep the chat, make sure it's respectful. We have Don Wells here joining us live. So, hey, buddy.
Sorry. Hey, how y'all doing?
We're
Can't
good.
figure out
How
my
are
other
you
phone.
doing?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Doing
How you
good.
doing,
Okay.
Don?
Oh my goodness.
Hanging in there. Mm. Huh. Huh.
So we cleared up. I showed the picture of the of Summer's puppy there.
Yeah.
People are just jumping at all kinds of conclusions with
Yeah.
everything.
There was a question here I wanted to ask you for somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they said, do you call like every day to check with law enforcement any news or updates?
Well, as often, I mean, yeah, but nothing's changed whatsoever. There's just absolutely nothing. They don't have nothing at all, as far as I can tell. It's just at a standstill.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, it's just not going anywhere. That's why we're trying to we're trying to find other resources and maybe even, you know, just trying to go out on our own a little bit and doing what we can because we just ain't got a clue. And I don't think they do either.
Can I ask you something, Don? Was the Jackie Dobbs guy, was he cleared?
Was who cleared?
Jackie Dobbs. If you can speak on that, I don't want you to speak if you can't.
Well, he is being cooperative, and with some of the people that we know, and he wants to clear himself up. So he's answering our questions. He's trying to work with us to clear his name, and he's willing to do whatever that takes to do that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Of course, yeah.
I don't think you can see the chat, but there's lots of people sending you and Candace prayers and love and support, just so you know, in the chat. Lots of people.
Yeah, Mr. Wells, if I could just say,
we really appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm Benny. Nice to finally meet you, sir. We were curious if we could get.
Yeah, you
Candace
too. Good to meet you.
Yes, sir. We were curious if we could get Candace's ring size and then all of the boys' Summers in your birthstone so we could have them made into a ring for her.
Okay.
You can just give that. You can give that information to share, Don.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just text us later.
Okay,
with that.
I appreciate that.
I texted Candace before, but
yeah, I really appreciate y'all's help. You know, and your interest in Summer. I would do anything in this world, you know, if we could find her. And I don't know who to reach out. I've reached out to mostly all the wrong people, as you can tell. And I wish there's something we could do. There's so many kids missing too. You know, I guess they don't know where they're going or what's going on. Don't know who to reach out to. I mean, I wish I could send out the military to do something. I don't know.
I remember when you were talking about that, and I was right there with you when I first heard you say that. Bring the military in and start going door to door and find these kids. I thought that was a great idea.
Me too. Me too.
Don,
I wouldn't.
Wondering
wouldn't.
What is Summer's favorite meal?
Well, of course, anytime you go by, you know, Burger King or anything like that, she's always wanting French fries. So they're number one things, French fries and, you know, soft drink or whatever. But the candy was a must for her. She loved her candy. But, you know, every time I just left Walmart's today, and every time I go to Walmart's, I get real sad because we'd always spend a lot of time in the toy section, and she always wanted, you know, the dolls and everything. And it was always, you know, it took an hour to get her out of there, and we'd always have to compromise on something, of course. She'd want that expensive things, and I've bought them for her a few times. I still have some of her toys in my truck, you know, and they're staying there. Can't remember what they're called, the princess, and I don't know. One's got the deer that talk, or the elk, or whatever it is. I can't remember what toys those are now, but I bought a few of those for her. Couldn't turn her down, you know. So,
Oh wow.
Man, it breaks my heart. I'll be honest with you. I have a daughter that's 5 years old too, and
Really sorry, Don. This is terrible, man.
I'm not worried about me. I'm just worried about her. I don't care about me, you know. You know, no kid deserves to be treated in such a way, you know. I guess the most we could hope for that's just some rich lady that just has to have a kid or something. That'd be the best hope. But I just got a feeling that somebody's seen her on Facebook or TikTok and seen her, and there's just so many kids. I don't know. It's just so odd. The whole thing is so odd. Everybody says that too, and it is. It's odd. But she is gone. And
Really
nobody
quick.
has a clue.
Oh, sorry, to the person that just came backstage, I didn't mean to be rude when I booted you, but we're gonna keep it a closed panel when Donald's up here. I'm sorry, but I'll open up panel again after, but closed panel while he's up here, just to make sure we can control the situation.
Yeah, it's probably for the
Yeah.
best.
Don, I have a question. We were talking about it earlier,
Yeah.
and I hear a lot from you what you have to say. 'Cause you told me you do still have hope that Summer is alive somewhere. I'm just curious if he was to be watching, or she to be watching this YouTube channel right now tonight, what would you say to that person right now?
I'll just say, please, you know, of course, please find a way to let her come home. Because everybody here, we love her with all our hearts, and we've never mistreated our kids or anything. We don't have the best of everything, but we do have a lot of love. We've never mistreated our kids or anything. We've always been happy. And, just please let her come home somehow. And I don't know. I don't know. For one, I don't know who's got her. I don't know exactly who who I would be talking to. But if Summer hears this, I want you to know, Summer, I love you with all my heart. I miss you with everything I got.
Oh.
And a lot of people will love you. And, just hope and pray to God, or the living God, that you can come home someday soon. And hope that you're okay. We all pray for. There's many people praying that you're okay and you're in good health. And we just pray for all children in this circumstance, in this situation. We all love you with all our hearts, miss you, everything we got. Can't wait to be with you again someday, hopefully soon. Just please let her come home.
Don, the Lord has a hedge
And
of
if you
protection around her and your
do
family.
that, we'll help. You know, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
There's a couple people that are wondering. We know she loved to take your arm, and especially after coming home from a long day of work and just want to be twirled around like a princess. But they're wondering, do you have any other stories that you could share? Any other good memories that?
Yeah, we used to sit. Yeah, we always sit here and watch YouTube music, and we had a lot of favorite songs, and she always liked the Godzilla song. I think Deep Purple. She loved that song for some reason, and I can't remember Maddie B, the little boy that plays on it. She liked Maddie B, and but she just loved to listen to music that where she could dance to, and you can see in some of her videos, she wanted to dance, and she didn't know how, but she tried the best she could, and she wanted to see herself as a princess, and we'd tell her, man, you do such a good job dancing, Summer. You're awesome. And boy, she'd just keep on going. But it was amazing to me the way that she could run. She would chase the lawnmower. Well, the boys would get on their little dirt bikes, we bought them, and she would run behind them all day and not tire out. And she was really strong and just really healthy. She loved to run and play, and I just hate the thought that she's someplace where she can't be out. She loved the outdoors, and I'd hate to think that she couldn't be outside or enjoy life or locked up somehow or being abused. Them thoughts just tear me up. But I've talked to a lot of people, mostly women, that come to me, and some good women that help me understand that this is a very evil world, and they're right. And we're going to go through hell before we get to heaven. There's going to be a lot of bad stuff coming up in the future. So all this here is just hitting home to how evil this world is. We all have a lot of work to do to make it, to keep those commandments. All evil will be destroyed in the end. Right. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's getting bad. The mark of the beast is almost here. It's right at our doorstep right now. It sure is. Yeah, me and Sherry was talking about that earlier.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, she's doing a little better. We're gonna, working things out, working on the house and some other things, but I'm able to work a little bit better at the job site,
I texted
trying
you.
to.
You said you were at work today, and I said, okay, I'll let you work today. And I didn't bother you all day, and you actually said, is everything okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just letting you
Yeah, I
work,
haven't
man.
heard much. My phone's starting to die down a little bit, finally, a little bit, but that just brings a lot more loneliness and thoughts of summer. Yes, sir.
I just want to tell you, I'm a local, man. I live right over the state line on Virginia side, and if you need any help moving metal off with trucks and stuff, I'll come help you. Feel free to ask.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've worked a lot up there in Virginia. It's a beautiful country up that way.
Yes, it is.
It is.
About 45 minutes away
Thank
from
you.
Penny, we aren't
Yeah.
opening panel. Sorry, not right now. Closed panel. Tammy's up here because she's a part of the platform.
I just wanted to tell Don that I'm praying for him and keeping you in my thoughts, you and Candace. And I'm a mama and a grandma, so I know what the love is for babies. So just keep the faith, and we'll keep praying for you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I never expected what I got when we got Summer. I didn't expect her to just when she was born and everything, she just wanted me. She didn't want her mother, and that hurt her mother pretty deeply, but it surprised me. I didn't expect that, and I loved every bit of it. She just wanted me only for, but mom got to spend quality time with her when I was at work, and so she'd go out and take her. All them pictures show all the places she got to go, and I'm glad she got to spend all that quality time. But this evil and cruel world, though, as evil as it is, one day we all strive, to keep them commandments. We'll all be together, one day, and it will be all be worth it. And we'll see Summer again if worse comes to worse. I'll see it. I'll be with her again someday, sooner or later.
From God.
We all will.
So that's my So since this has happened, that's my number one priority now, is to keep those commandments for sure, and try to help others all I can.
Nita said, and I was going to weigh in on this. Was it so hard? Everybody knows that you got daddy's girls and mommy's boys. That's how it is with my kids.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry that you had to go through all that with them saying the things they said about you with your children, trying to say the dirty things about, even when your children, all of us, your kids sleep with you when they get scared or when they don't want to sleep in their room. That's nothing new. I mean, if you're not doing that for your child, something's wrong there. If you're not giving comfort to your child when they're scared, because they look to you as their protector. So shame on people for that.
Yeah, my kids all love to snuggle me. My 19-year-old daughter will still snuggle up with me and fall asleep next to me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
My daughters
awesome.
are 28 and
That's
32,
awesome,
and they'll still snuggle with me when they come visit.
Mm-hmm. I think that's just shows a very strong bond.
Yeah.
And both my girls are daddy girls. So.
Yep.
I want to just take a moment to tell Don that I am, as a man and a father, I'm extremely impressed with your restraint, sir.
Yes, sir.
With everything that everyone is firing at you, from your child to your job and everything in between, the restraint you're showing is, it's from God alone. That's it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's been quite a few days though that I've just been completely so down in the dumps, and just think that there's hardly anywhere to turn to, and then I might see one of y'all's videos or something, and some support somewhere. Somebody will step up and help me, or text me a positive message, and just out, and so all that to all saying thank you so much, because that every bit of that helps. Even the smallest thing, it just makes it. Somewhere in the Bible it says how beautiful. Let's see, how beautiful are the feet of those who publish peace, and it's so true. It is so true. So thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And
yes, sir.
But, love is the answer for sure.
Right.
Can you tell us again? Summer did not like arguing and fighting, right?
Yeah.
She was a peacekeeper.
Right. Yeah, she was. Because me and her grandmother, we've never got along, and there's a few times I wanted to just tell her to take her stuff and go to another state or something. Summer would talk to me, says, "But I love my grandma," and I say, "Okay, Summer, fine," and or if me and Candace was arguing or something, she'd say, "Stop right now," and she'd point a little finger, and she would make us get along. I mean, it's really interesting that she was beyond her years, I think, you know, in wisdom and love. And, I don't know. We sure miss her. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't imagine how much you must miss her. We know how much we miss her, and most of us never seen her before.
That's right.
So
Well, that's awesome.
What was her favorite?
Hopefully we can all
Don, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just going to ask what her favorite animals were. Animal?
I think all animals.
Critter? You know, does she like all
kinds
of animals?
I think all animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them, I think. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad Candace got to spend so much quality time, you know, with her. I think I worked for 13 years straight until this happened, and I think I haven't been able to work for like 5 or 6 weeks. I've been trying, but it just don't work.
I know, you know.
Well, I do have faith. I have faith that, you know, one day that God's going to make it all right. He's going to make everything right again. And it's hard to see and it's hard to imagine. But, you know, like that dream I had of her, I can't describe hardly the dream because the day was a beautiful sunshiny day. And it was like, it's beyond explanation how beautiful and perfect that day was, because I've never seen a sunshiny, more beautiful, perfect day like that in my life. And the building I was working on was beyond, you know, it was just an awesome building. The steel studs were massive, just huge. And it was just me and Summer there on that job site alone. And she was dressed in a beautiful dress sitting on the floor. And I asked her, I said, Summer, where you been? And she says, oh, down the road. You know, that's all I can remember of the dream, except for that funny word. But yeah, the day was, and everything was almost indescribable. Like I've never seen anything like that before. So I think that could have been sent, you know, from God or an angel or something to give me hope or something like that. You know, hope for the future and a future day. So I think we're all called to help each other and do God's work, and that's definitely what I want to do, like in any way I can, because we all have a lot to strive for. You know, we all have so much to live for, and we got a war to fight, you know, against the evil one. You know, because he's going to try to kill every one of us and destroy your relationships, your families, your marriages, and everything that he can. He's going to want to destroy.
I had a verse I wanted to tell you, man. It says, you know,
So
a righteous man will fall 7 times. And, you know, so just think about the men who aren't righteous, how many times they fall. And your restraint that Benny said that you have showed. I mean, that just gives understanding that, you know, what the verse of that's when God says he'll never put more on you than you can stand. And I mean, you understand that, because I wouldn't handle it as well as you have, man. I'd be flipping out on everybody. I wouldn't know. I don't even know how I would react. So I mean, I do. I give you credit, and we're praying for you. I know if it wasn't for God, my life wouldn't be right here, right now, how it is. So, you know, I agree with a lot that you say, Don. Just keep up that mindset, buddy.
I appreciate that, but sir, to be honest with you, I am human, and I have flipped out a few times, and I have done the wrong things, and I can't keep it together all the time. And like I say, a lot of times you guys say some and shares, you know, and her husband and all y'all said something like that, because in times like that, Satan wants to stomp us all down. So what y'all have done has really helped me tremendously. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because it means so much. But yeah, I've lost it a few times. I've done wrong. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm human, just like y'all. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that well that that call that you had with Chris, that's what I tell people. You're human. Like you were upset, and I think that's okay. You felt like he
yeah,
didn't didn't fulfill what you thought he was there to do, and I think that's okay. You were angry, and trust me, I feel like you have every right to be. I sure would be if I was in your position. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I would have said much
yeah.
worse. So
I feel like every time, yeah, yeah. I guess the best thing to do is just stay clean away from him. I feel sorry for him. A lady told me today, about him that people like him have no true friends. And all the money he's making or whatever, need to pray for him and feel sorry for him because he really doesn't have no true friends, probably. I mean, that's what, and I agree with her. You know, I guess a good example, is Jesus and the life that he had. He never had anything. He didn't want money, you know. But those high priests in the temple, man, they had all that money and they had all that fine clothing and everything. And then they persecuted Jesus, put him down and everything else. He's a good example of how he's our best example, isn't he?
mhm.
Yeah.
It says even Jesus got angry. He flipped the whole temple upside down.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Well, Dawn, thank you. I'll let you get back to your wife now. Thank you so much for answering some questions from people that wanted to know and for joining us tonight to chit chat. And thank you for taking more time out of your schedule for that.
Okay. Thank you all very much, and love and prayers out to everybody. Thank you, and God bless. Appreciate you.
Yep. I'll bother you
We'll see
tomorrow.
y'all
Thank you,
later.
Don. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. All righty. See you.
Bye, Don.
Bye.
Okay, y'all. Thank you for being respectful.